The story of Kilwa begins with a legend passed down through generations, a tale that has shaped the identity of this remarkable place. Around the year 900 AD, a young prince named Ali ibn al-Hassan set out from Persia, driven by ambition and a desire for a new beginning far from his homeland. After a long and challenging journey across the Indian Ocean, he finally landed on a small, lush island just off the coast of East Africa. This island was known as Kilwa, a place surrounded by turquoise waters and fertile land. According to the legend, the prince negotiated with the local chief seeking to make this island his new home. The story says he paid for Kilwa with rolls of beautifully colored cloth, a rare and valuable item at the time which impressed the chief. Soon after, Ali ibn al-Hassan settled on the island, determined to build something lasting. He invited people from nearby regions and distant lands, welcoming traders, sailors, and families to join him in this new settlement. These new settlers included skilled traders, talented craftsmen, and hard-working fishermen, each bringing their own traditions and knowledge. Together they transformed Kilwa into a lively and bustling community, full of energy and opportunity. People spoke many different languages, but they all worked side by side, united by a shared vision for their new home. Over the years, Kilwa expanded, its influence and strength growing with each passing generation. More and more families arrived, drawn by the promise of prosperity and a better life. They built sturdy stone houses, beautiful mosques, and vibrant markets that became the heart of the community. Kilwa soon became a thriving center of life and trade along the Swahili coast, attracting people from across the Indian Ocean. This is how the Kilwa Sultanate began, through vision, cooperation, and the blending of cultures. It all started with a single prince, a small island, and dreams that reached far beyond the horizon. In time, Kilwa would rise to become one of the most important and influential cities in all of East Africa, leaving a legacy that endures to this day. Kilwa was located on a small, lush island, just off the southeastern coast of what is now Tanzania. Surrounded by turquoise waters and dotted with palm trees, it was a place both beautiful and strategic. Its location was truly special. The island sat right next to the Indian Ocean's main sea routes, making it a natural stop for travelers and traders moving between continents. Ships from distant lands, Arabia, Persia, India, and even China, regularly stopped at Kilwa's shores. These vessels brought not only goods, but also stories and traditions from faraway places. The seas around Kilwa were calm and inviting. This made it easy for ships to come and go, no matter the season or weather. Kilwa's island also boasted a naturally sheltered harbor. Sailors could anchor their boats safely, even when the ocean beyond was rough and unpredictable. Because of its perfect location, Kilwa quickly became a meeting place for people from many different countries. Merchants, sailors, and travelers all visited its bustling markets. Every day, goods and ideas moved in and out of Kilwa. Spices, ceramics, gold, and textiles changed hands, while languages and customs mixed in the busy streets. The city was more than just a port, it was a bridge between Africa and the wider world, connecting people and cultures across great distances. Kilwa's unique spot on the map brought it great wealth and lasting fame. Its markets overflowed with treasures from across the seas. Kilwa was more than just a city. It became a vibrant crossroads of cultures, languages, and treasures. A true gateway to the world, where Africa met the oceans and the world beyond. Kilwa's incredible riches and influence came from its thriving trade networks, which connected distant lands and peoples. The city was especially famous for trading gold, ivory, and slaves, which were highly sought after by merchants from across the Indian Ocean. Much of the gold that passed through Kilwa came from far inland, especially from the powerful kingdom of Zimbabwe, where miners extracted it from riverbeds and hills. Ivory, taken from the tusks of African elephants, was another prized commodity, valued for its beauty and rarity in distant markets. Traders from many regions brought these precious goods to Kilwa's bustling markets, making the city a vibrant center of commerce. From Kilwa's busy port, ships loaded with gold, ivory, and slaves set sail across the Indian Ocean, reaching faraway lands. In return, Kilwa's people imported fine cloth, glass, beads, and porcelain from Asia, filling their markets with luxury goods from India, Persia, and China. Spices and perfumes, treasured for their fragrance and flavor, also arrived from distant lands, adding to the city's wealth and diversity. The rulers of Kilwa grew immensely rich from this international trade, amassing treasures and coins from many cultures. With their wealth, they built grand palaces and beautiful mosques, showcasing their power and devotion. The city's great mosque, constructed from coral stone, still stands today as a testament to Kilwa's architectural skill and religious life. Kilwa's sultans used their growing wealth to expand their influence, controlling more land and fortifying the coast against rivals. Over time, Kilwa became the most powerful and influential city on the Swahili coast, admired and envied by its neighbors. For hundreds of years, Kilwa stood as the main hub for trade between Africa and the wider world, shaping the history of the region and leaving a legacy that endures today. As Kilwa grew richer, its leaders wanted to show their power. One way to do this was by making their own coins. Coins were useful for trade. They also showed that Kilwa was an important and independent state. The first coins were made in the 11th or 12th century. Kilwa's sultans wanted to make trading easier. Before coins, people traded goods by swapping them. With coins, business became faster and simpler. Making coins was not easy. Skilled workers melted metals and poured them into molds. They stamped the coins with special marks. These marks showed the name of the sultan and sometimes a date in Arabic script. By making coins, Kilwa joined the group of great trading cities. These coins helped Kilwa trade with places far away, like Arabia and India. Kilwa's coins were small and round. Most coins were made from copper or silver. Some rare coins were made from gold, showing even greater wealth. The coins had simple designs. On one side, they often showed the name of the sultan who ruled Kilwa. The writing was in Arabic script. Sometimes they also had the Islamic year when the coin was made. Kilwa's coins did not have pictures of people or animals. Instead, they used words and symbols. The writing was sometimes hard to read because the coins were old and worn. Collectors today really prize these coins for their beauty and history. Each coin tells a story about the people who made and used them. Collecting Kilwa coins is important for history. Each coin is like a small time machine. It tells us about life in Kilwa many centuries ago. Coins show us which sultans ruled and when. Coins also teach us about Kilwa's trade with other lands. Sometimes, coins from other countries are found in Kilwa, and Kilwa's coins are found far away. This shows us how connected Kilwa was to the world. By studying the metals and writing on the coins, we learn about Kilwa's technology and culture. We can see what was important to the people of Kilwa. Without these coins, much of Kilwa's history would be lost. Collecting and studying them helps us understand the past. Kilwa's power did not last forever. In the 1500s, Portuguese ships arrived on the East African coast. They wanted to control the rich trade routes. The Portuguese attacked Kilwa and took over the city. Trade slowed, and Kilwa became less important. Many people left. Buildings started to fall apart. After a few centuries, Kilwa was almost forgotten, but the coins remained. Sometimes people digging in the ground found old coins. These coins were clues to Kilwa's lost glory. Kilwa's story lived on through these treasures. The coins kept the memory of the sultans and traders alive. Today, Kilwa's ancient coins are more than just old money. They are precious pieces of history. Museums and collectors work hard to protect them. By saving these coins, we protect the story of Kilwa. We learn about trade, art, and life on the Swahili coast. The coins remind us of the people who built a rich and powerful city long ago. It is important to keep these treasures safe for future generations. When we look at a Kilwa coin, we see a piece of Africa's past. We remember the dreams, skills, and hopes of the people who made them. Preserving Kilwa's coins helps us understand where we come from. It connects us to the world that once was and inspires us to value our shared history.